sedans qualify for land yacht status these days, so living large in size, comfort, and image means cruising in something like this. I am Tom Voelk with Driven for the New York Times. Lincoln's Navigator established the Luxo SUV segment. For 2015, the bow and stern get a new look, changes that pro athletes, rappers, and well-heeled suburbanites will easily fathom. Navigator is not a car-based crossover, it's a full-on SUV built on the same architecture as Ford's F-150 pickup, but not the new generation, the one with the aluminum panels. It will be a couple years until an all-new flagship arrives. This refresh was needed to compete with the all-new Escalade. Last year's V8 is gone, replaced with this more powerful 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6. It's turbocharged, there's 380 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. It tugs up to 9,000 pounds. There are 6 cogs in the gearbox. This one rolls with 4-wheel drive. Built like a freighter, Navigator moves like a cutter off the line. There's a nice growl, you'd swear there's a V8 under the hood. It feels every inch its size when trolling crowded urban streets and parking garages. The ride quality is firm, not soft or mushy. Driving dynamics are more crisp than you might imagine. This is a full-size truck-based SUV after all. However, it has the optional adaptive suspension. Bundled with the reserve package, it's $7,150. The big issue with Navigator? No amount of money will buy adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, lane keep assist, and automated parking. They simply aren't available. Fuel economy? I saw about 21 miles per gallon on a 150-mile highway excursion, closer to 12 in the city. The reserve package adds more than that fancy suspension. The beefy instrument panel of the wheelhouse gets cut and sewn leather, seats and door panels are upgraded, and if you're unfamiliar with Zeracody wood, this is what it looks like. These are a crowd pleaser. That and the terrific THX sound system hit the high water mark, but the gauge cluster looks fished from a Ford, same with the user interface. At the very least, there should be new graphics. The cabin seats 8 when these captain's chairs are swapped for a bench. The mid-row is far from steerage. There should be no complaints. Access to the way back can happen here or embark in a more civilized manner. The third row has belts for 3. Space is decent back here. Foot, knee, leg, and headroom are not going to be a problem. The cushions, a little on the short side. Lincoln Crow's best-in-class room back here. There are cup holders. I'll point out that the doors lack storage options. Navigator's a big rig. You would expect a large cargo hold. Nope. Go with the L model that adds nearly 15 inches of length if you're going to stash large coolers behind the third row. The load floor is quite high. Of course, dropping the seatbacks helps. Navigator would have swallowed up to 18 packs if I would have brought one more out. Starting at just under $63,000, I highly suggest splurging for the reserve package. That pushes this one close to $73,000. Navigator sets sail with attitude, but with fewer features than its competitors, it faces a headwind.